this this as a matter of fact, this asshole, you know, I can say that because I think someone that teaches what he doesn't know, he's an asshole.
So I heard someone's been talking about me recently. A lot of you guys have sent me some messages, some emails about Peter Farrell and the live stream that he had recently, talking about me as a teacher and also talking about the secret of the two chords, the video I just posted about. So I wanted to get on here today, not to rehash Peter's 3-hour live stream, although maybe that'd be a reaction video you guys would enjoy. But to talk about specifically what would be valuable to you, which would be the difference between what I'm saying about the secret of the two chords and what Peter's saying. Because there are some differences, but there's also ways he's actually agreeing with me while claiming that I'm teaching it wrong. So we'll get into that. But first, for those of you that don't know, I posted up my video of the secret of the two chords. And then I think the same day or a day later, Peter did a live stream to talk about the secret of the two chords. And in this 3 hours, he says all kinds of stuff about me. One of my members, Greg, shout out to you, actually grabbed a transcript of the things that he says. To be fair, I only watched the first hour of this. So this is my thoughts on what he says in the first hour and from seeing some of the transcript for the remaining 2 hours. I'll link to that transcript in the description if you guys want to see all of the stuff, all the names he called me. But you guys can kind of see that for yourself, watch his live stream. Anyways, so just to kind of address what he says there, because the main part that I want you guys to be clear on is when I'm talking about the secret of the two chords, let's just take this part as an example. When we're talking about the major type, if you haven't seen that video, watch that first. Over the C major type, I'm saying use C major 7, E minor 7, and A minor 7. And that is actually different from what Peter says in his actual George Benson Method book. I've seen those before. I've paid for some of them. That's different from what he says. I'll even put a screenshot up here. He says over C major, use C major, A minor, and then D minor and F major. And this is coming straight out of his book. This is not me saying he's saying that. This is from his book. So first of all, my approach then is different than what Peter's saying. And if he's saying that's not the correct Benson method, fine. He's way closer to Benson than obviously I am. This is my understanding of what I'm seeing Benson do based on what Benson said, based on what Benson's played. But here's the kicker. When Peter got on that live stream, he doesn't teach what's in his book. He teaches what I said. He teaches C major, E minor, A minor.
In other words, I'm gonna have C major 7. We're gonna skip D minor 7 because D minor 7 has the F note. So D minor is out. Then I have E minor 7, great. F, obviously it's out because it starts with the note F.
So on the one hand, he's saying I'm wrong, but then on the other hand, he's teaching what I'm saying. So both of those things obviously can't be true. Again, watch Peter's video, watch what I'm saying, decide for yourself. I think you guys are smart enough to do that. Peter doesn't want you to watch my videos. You guys can decide whether you get value out of my videos or not. I think you guys can make your decisions for yourself. So anyways, there's a difference in that content. What I'm saying about the secret of the two chords versus what Peter's books say, the George Benson method. The second is actually there's a difference in teaching method, obviously, but I've never seen Peter explain the reason why you would use certain chords over others, how these are grouped. And that's what I think I'm bringing to the table for you all, is that there's a certain understanding or method of teaching that I really want you to understand the logic of this so that you can apply it yourself, start to see the principles of this, and, actually improve as a guitarist. That's my goal here. So the whole point about the reason why C major, E minor, A minor work together with the chord tones, how those line up, Peter doesn't really talk about that in his secret of the two chords thing. And that's because he has a different sort of approach to it. So that's the difference in content here. I hope you guys understand from what I just said, from what I'm saying in my video versus what Peter's saying. You guys listen to both, see which one makes more sense to you. Lastly, I just wanted to talk about kind of my purpose here on the channel, because he was making a lot of claims that I'm trying to say this is the official, secrets of George Benson, or take away from what he's done. And that's really not my goal here at all. Anyone who's followed the channel for long enough really knows that I'm just sharing my understanding of the things I'm checking out on guitar, and then the things that I'm teaching my students. So this is really me just sharing what I'm learning and working on, not saying that I'm a master or expert on George Benson, any of these guitars that I talk about, Grant Green, Wes Montgomery, and Joe Pass. These are just things I'm figuring out for myself, and then sharing those concepts with you all and seeing if they're helpful to you. And based on the last video, a lot of it is helpful to you guys. So I'm just trying to keep doing that. And I do that for free here on the YouTube channel. Whether you guys can pay to support me or not, whether you can support me just by liking, commenting, and sharing, I appreciate that. Whether you become a Chase's Guitar Academy member and can support me that way, I really appreciate that, since that's how I make a living and lets me do the free videos for everyone else. But my goal here is not to do anything more than just share the information and learning that I'm experiencing with you guys. You guys can contact me if you want to know more about any of those other ways of supporting me. So I just hope that's clear as far as what my goal with the channel is. And, I understand Peter feels threatened by it because he's trying to hide these secrets behind his paywall. But I think a lot of this is open knowledge from what Benson has said and the playing that he has provided to all of us throughout the years. And like I said, my method's different than what Peter's saying anyway, so it's not overlapping with that. You want to understand what Peter's saying, go check out Peter's stuff, buy his courses and ebooks. You are free to do that. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of talk about those different things, not get into any of the drama that Peter would like to get into, and just explain my goals here. If you guys align with that, I'd love to have you as part of the channel, just checking out my content and supporting me. I appreciate that. And if this doesn't make sense to you, then follow what Peter's saying. Like, you at the end of the day have to decide, do my methods connect with you? Are you getting value out of that? Or is what Peter's saying helping your playing more than what's here? If both of them are helping, watch both of them. Do what makes sense for your playing, and that actually helps you out. I personally don't watch any of Peter's videos since our previous issues and conflicts. And I understand if some of you guys also don't want to support Peter because of what he said about me. I respect that as well. So anyways, just wanted to come on here real quick, kind of talk off the cuff about the recent videos, since a lot of you guys have been sending them to me, and hopefully just clear some of that understanding of Secret of Two Chords. I'll get back to some guitar lessons to help you guys out, and enough with this drama. So thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what you think in the comments if you watched Peter's video, if you have comments on this, or if you're a supporter of Peter, or what have you. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. Maybe send the video over to Peter's email so he can see my response. Thanks, guys.
Man, no, not at all. For Christ's sake, this guy have no idea what he's talking about. Loser, don't do that. If somebody is his friend here, you can say, Peter Farrell says that you're a loser. Man, why teach something that you don't know, man? This is bullshit,